Hello and welcome to Causeless Joy Tarot channel. Today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Capricorn. These are general readings, and if you'd like more clarity you can take a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. And this is a new channel. I am pulling the channel together as I go here, so please be patient with me. So let's go ahead and get started with today's reading. I'm using two decks. The main deck is Legacy of the Divine by Ciro Marchetti, and then we'll draw a guidance oracle card from the Art of the Starstream Oracle. I really like how these two decks have been working together for the readings thus far this month, and I'll be bringing some new decks out and some new spreads out in the upcoming months. So do subscribe to the channel below if you'd like to stay abreast with that. So let's go ahead and get started with the reading then. Calling on Spirit, the guides, teachers, the archangels to oversee and overlight this reading for the sign of a Capricorn for the month of July 2017. Giving thanks to all that is for perfect clarity as we look into the energy of the upcoming month. Looking to see now what would the energy look to share with the viewers watching under the sign of Capricorn or Capricorn rising or Capricorn sun sign. What is the energy available to these signs for this month? And we have the Ace of Coins has did the whole jumping thing, and what we'll do here is add this card back to the deck. If the Ace of Coins would like to make its presence known in your reading, it will do so. So let's go ahead and continue the shuffle here for Capricorn for July 2017. Capricorn, July 2017. Alright, so that feels about right. Let's go ahead and cut the cards and we'll get started. Thank you in advance for crystal clear clarity for Capricorn. All those C's. Here we go. The Ace of Coins absolutely did want to be seen. Alright, so let me scoot the cards over a bit here. Make sure that we can get all of them in the video. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Four of Coins in the reverse. So the Four of Coins is the foundational energy going into the month of July. Now upright, the Four of Coins is all about holding on to what we have. As you can see here, this guy is clutching his money. He's not holding on to it, he's clutching it. And he's looking around to be sure that no one is getting too close to his money. He's making sure of that. He's keeping a very close watch on his coins. In the reverse, for me, this is signifying more of a releasing of allowing more to go out, perhaps being more giving in this upcoming month. And we'll take a look at the rest of the cards now to see how this Four of Coins is actually going to be the foundational card for Capricorn for the month of July. So let's start out here with the Past card. In the Past position we have the Knight of Wands in the Past position here. Okay, so the Knight of Wands in the reverse in your Past position here is signifying that there's been perhaps some pushiness, some obsessiveness. And I actually said that the Four of Coins in the reverse was more giving. It actually, this is the Four of Coins in the reverse. Looking at the Knight of Wands reminded me that the Four of Coins in the reverse does signify holding on too tight, not being willing to give out as much, you know. So this reverse Knight of Wands is also that same energy of being obsessive, perhaps about money or people or things, having a very compulsive and obsessive way of looking at things is what's coming up in the past position. Now this Ace of Coins is coming up in the present position, and as you saw while I was shuffling, the Ace of Coins fell out of the deck. So this energy is really wanting to be heard today for the sign of Capricorn. In the reverse, it is more of this Four of Coins energy. It's not, the aces are about new beginnings, and then this case, coins are referencing things to do with your physical environment, your occupation, your money, your work, your business, things of that nature. In the reverse, it is again more of this Four of Coins energy in the reverse. So holding on too tightly is what's coming through for Capricorn. Now, needless to say, there may be a good cause. You know, you may have a good reason for holding on to, which is the energy that's coming through so far for Capricorn. You may have a very good reason for needing to hold on to your coins, but know that from a closed fist, nothing can come in. In order for more to come in, you have to open your hand up. So for Capricorns, that is coming through again very clearly, that there's this energy around you of holding on too tightly to what you have and not being willing or able to give more out. So Spirit is wanting you to know today that to give is to receive. Giving and receiving are actually the exact same act. It's the exact same energy. And again, in order to receive, you must be willing to open your hand. So keep that in mind, and whatever you're doing out of necessity, just be very aware and very mindful as you go about your business, doing things that you feel are necessary for you there. And in the future position, we do have Major Arcana, the Lovers. Now, because this is coming in right next to the Ace in the reverse, it's leading me to, this is in your future position. So there's, this could signify relationships. Absolutely, the Lover's card could indicate that you do have, some of you may have a new relationship that's starting up in July, or perhaps you will meet someone new in July. But because this energy is coming in very clearly here with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and the Four of Coins all reverse, for me, for many of you, that signifies that you are that you love being this way. This is what you what is in very natural for you, to hold on to what you have. That this is this is in your nature. It's your characteristic. So perhaps doing things differently, learning to open your hand instead of being closed, is a step out for you, or it's actually it's like taking a chance. It's like a roll of the dice for you to believe that to give is to receive. So there's a lot of investment in this way of thinking, is what this Lovers card says to me. And again, it could, because it's in the future position, it could also signify that there is a new relationship coming on board for you in the month of July. So just a few things to keep in mind there with that energy. Now, in the next position, we have the what to do card in the what to do position. In the what to do position, we do have the Nine of Swords. Now, it's unlikely that the advice for what to do is going to be something like what this Nine of Swords represents, which the Nine of Swords is about being trapped in your thoughts, allowing your thoughts to override you. As you can see, this person is, there could be some sleepless nights, things of that nature. Again, because it's in the what to do position, I really don't think that the advice is to sit up all night worrying. I think that the advice here is to be mindful if that is an energy, perhaps as I talked about with the energy that's all we've already discussed, that this is a mandatory thing that you're having to do to hold on to your money, to not be so giving and outgoing when it comes to finances and things of that nature. And perhaps that has caused you some sleepless nights, the events leading up to this. So I think that seeing this in the what to do position is to be mindful that what the cause is of these sleepless nights, to refocus on perhaps turning this holding everything to yourself around, to be aware of that. And we'll take a look at some of the cards surrounding this card to see if there is more here. Now, in the external influences position, we do have the World card. The World card is all about completion. It's about, and this is what's influencing you coming into the month of July, Capricorn. You're being influenced by either a need for completion or the necessity of something to complete. And again, all of this may be going back to why you have felt the need to hold on to things so tightly, because you've known that this completion was on the horizon. You've either been working towards it, or you've been given some sort of indication that this completion was in the works. So I don't feel that this is something that's going to come as a surprise to most of you Capricorns out there, but just know that it's influencing the energy coming into this new month quite naturally. When we're talking about things completing, that also means that something new is set to begin. So naturally this is going to have a major impact or a major influence on the energy around you in this new month. So let's go and look now at the hopes and fears. In the hopes and fears position, we do have the Three of Cups in the reverse. So what you're fearing is that things won't go the way that you'd hope. And that's obvious in the way that you're holding on to things in this energy that's represented here. The fear is that things will not work out in your favor, or that perhaps the chips are stacked against you, or the odds are against you in this particular scenario that you have on the table for you. And again, this Nine of Swords energy is what I'm being drawn back to, because having these sleepless nights where you're worried and you're thinking about what could happen, what may happen, or what could potentially go on, I can certainly see why you're having the Three of Cups show up in the hopes and fears, because these two cards are very similar to one another in that they represent a sense of uncertainty, a sense of I don't know what's going to happen, and it's okay not to know what's going to happen. As a matter of fact, you know, that is a better position to be in at times than knowing what's going to happen. So this is not a bad position to be in, not knowing what the final outcome of any given situation is going to be. Because at the end of the day, we're not in control of situations. We oftentimes think that we are, which is why we do things like hold on too tightly. But at the end of the day, we're really not in control of people, places, and things. So we can begin to let some of this energy go, some of this energy of thinking that things are not going to work out, and just go with the flow. Okay? Oops, we had this there. And then as the final outcome card for Capricorn for the month of July, we do have the King of Wands in the reverse. Now, this is a fiery energy. The King is the master of the wand suit. Wands are about physical, again, physical related things, your job, your home, physical things. So the wand suit is also about action and passion. So in the reverse, this does represent a challenging energy for Capricorn coming into the month of July. This could signify that things are not shaping up the way you had hoped, and again also a very good reason to let go of expectations there, to open up and allow things to flow out and to go with the flow as much as possible. So that does conclude the main portion of your reading for the month of July. I am going to pull one last Oracle guidance card to seal your reading up for July for Capricorn. So calling on the guides, Holy Spirit, and teachers to oversee and overguide this reading, overlight this reading, and provide us with one additional guidance card for Capricorn to assist with moving them into a space of a more giving and open and flowing nature. So looking for one additional guidance card for Capricorn for the month of July. One additional card. Okay, and let's go with this one right here. Alright, so the final card for Capricorn is Wake the Divine Masculine. Now I was laughing there because I've pulled this card from this, I believe this deck has 55 cards in it for this particular deck. I've pulled this card, I think this is the 4th time. So obviously a very much a need for, generally speaking, for looking at the divine masculine. And so if you are the type who is naturally the masculine type, the take action type, this fiery red energy type, then what I've been advising other signs to do is to focus on the divinity of it. Focus on the bringing the divine part of your nature to the masculine actions that you're taking. And then in the reverse, if you are more easygoing, which that has very much been the message from Spirit for Capricorn, to lighten up and go with the flow a little bit more. So, but if you are already doing that, then and you're coming from more of a feminine perspective, then this is advising you to begin to look at ways that you can take action then. And again, I really strongly feel that for Capricorn for the month of July, it will be important for you to be mindful of your expectations, be mindful of your willingness to let go, and open up to allow newness to come in, new energy, new forms of abundance, and new flow into your life. And I'll leave you with this final card of this guy holding on to his money and looking out at, to make sure that no one is getting close to that. So learning to switch that up is going to be the challenge for Capricorn in the month of July. Thank you for joining me. And again, if you like this channel, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again in August. Namaste.